Sonic the Hedgehog is the live-action take on Sega's classic video game series of the same name, and stars Jim Carrey, Ben Schwartz as the voice of Sonic, and James Marsden in this movie. Jim Carrey plays Dr. Eggman Robotnik in the film, and plot is Sonic the Hedgehog has to come to our world because certain creatures in his world was hunting him down, so his owl guardian sent them to our realm and gave him the bag of rings that you carry in the video game to help get out of situations, because rings are magic, and you throw one up, it sends you to a different world. So when he accidentally sets off a electromagnetic pulse and the government comes looking for him, he's on the run, but then also drops his bag of magical rings into San Francisco. Then that's when the government sends Dr. Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey, to hunt the alien hedgehog down. Wow, wow, wow. This movie was a shock of the century, I believe. Nobody expected this movie to be good. But guess what? It was actually pretty enjoyable. To the fact that I will say, watch Sonic the Hedgehog over Birds of Prey, which I think almost all of you have done already, so thank God y'all made the right choice. Sonic the Hedgehog was a blast. I had a good amounts of fun with this movie. Certain comedy aspects did suck. It did. Some stuff was not good, but the stuff that was good was enjoyable for me. The best thing I can give this movie is Jim Carrey. My God, we need this Jim Carrey back so bad. I love serious Jim Carrey too, don't get me wrong. His kidding show on Showtime, awesome. I love that show. I want this Jim Carrey. This is Ace Ventura Jim Carrey at his best, having a blast. It is so nice to see that Jim Carrey back. I miss that one so much. James Marsden is no stranger to kids' movies. He's always starring in live-action comedies where he's sitting next to a CGI rodent. First it was the bunny and Hop, and now Sonic. But, luckily this one's good out of those other two atrocious movies he was in. He does okay. And him and his girlfriend has to help Sonic. His girlfriend was fine too in the movie. So, yeah. And then I love the fact that once they get to San Francisco and he grabs the bag of rings, there's a scene in the movie where he literally drops all his rings like you do in the game, and they fall and he has to go and pick them up. I'm like, oh my God, they dropped the rings. That's awesome. In certain scenes you can hear the Sonic the Hedgehog theme songs for different parts of the games and different parts of the movies. If you're paying attention, you will notice it. If you're not a big fan of the games, you really won't notice it. This is for fans that have been growing up with Sonic. I had the luxury of growing up with Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and the animated show that he was voiced by Steve Urkel in that series from the 90s. A lot about Sonic. And watching this movie reminded me a lot of Sonic 06, because in that game you went around town talking to people. Technically, that's what he does here too. So, in a good way, it reminds me of the worst Sonic the Hedgehog video game since Sonic the Werehog video game. Let's not talk about those two games ever again. But yeah, all in all, Sonic the Hedgehog is a fun time and a blast. I'm going to give this movie a B. It's not too long, it's not too short. It has its welcome nicely, and it's a real joy to see the first live-action video game movie be good since Lara Croft Tomb Raider back in 2001. Oh, thank you for just listening to your fans. That's all you had to fucking do. All you had to do. And you just wanted to make a good movie, and you wanted to get everything down right, and you did that. And I can't wait for the sequel, because there is a nice little tease at the end of this movie, and that was great. Let me know what you guys think about Sonic the Hedgehog down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I will see you guys in the next one.